What's going on, guys? This is Nick, aka November, coming back at you for episode 7 of my November news series. I've got lots of cool stuff to talk to you guys about today, as well as a new segment I am adding called Casting Call, which is essentially just new casting announcements for comic book properties that are coming up. So the first thing I've got for you guys today is a little update on the Marvel Netflix Defenders properties. For starters, an actor by the name of J.R. Ramirez has been added to the cast of Jessica Jones Season 2. Ramirez is known for playing characters in the series' Power and Arrow. In Jessica Jones Season 2, he will be playing a character by the name of Oscar, who is described as a single father who moves into Jessica's building as the new superintendent. In further Defenders news, it has been reported that Daredevil Season 3 and Iron Fist Season 2 are slated for 23 episodes between the two of them. Nothing has been confirmed on that as to which series will get how many episodes, but it does kind of stand to reason that given the poor response that Iron Fist Season 1 had, that possibly the showrunners are streamlining the series to possibly expedite the pace, as one of the main complaints of Season 1 was that it was too drawn out. Again, nothing is confirmed on this, but it does kind of make a little more sense that the Iron Fist season will be cut a little bit short, maybe to, as I said, streamline it a little bit. It is also reported that Season 2 of Iron Fist has a new showrunner who promises a different direction for the series, and it is assumed that this different direction will see Danny Rand finally donning the Iron Fist costume, as well as fully assuming his role as the Iron Fist and as a superhero. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the setup for Infinity War in the Marvel MCU. Now, most would probably consider that the initial setup for Infinity War started with the post-credits scene involving Thanos at the end of the original Avengers movie, and plays throughout any and all of the MCU properties that deal with or mention the Infinity Stones. Joe Russo, one of the directors of Infinity War, actually argues that film's setup started with the very birth of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Russo states that every narrative that you have seen in any Marvel movie leading to this point comes to bear in some way, because all of the characters and all the franchises are combining together, bringing themselves and their tone and the things that motivate the characters are driving them through this story. Russo also adds that combining all the franchises together was the most difficult part of this project, but boasts that between himself, his brother, and their two writers, the film is in good hands. He states, "I feel like we've got a great Vulcan mind meld between the two of them and me and my brother." So I think it goes without saying, but I myself am very, very excited for Avengers Infinity War. I'm really excited to see how they're going to bring all these properties together, how everybody's going to work together. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen when they bring together all these different characters and all these different franchises into one movie. In this week's edition of Just So You Know, images of Domino from the upcoming Deadpool 2 movie have been released. I personally love this take on the character. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments section down below. A new trailer for Justice League has been released, and it is pretty friggin' awesome. I would check it out in the links down below. Glass, the follow-up to M. Night Shyamalan's properties Split and Unbreakable, is reported to begin filming in September. It has been reported that Antman and Wasp has begun production, and I would definitely check out the announcement video in the links down below. It is super cute. Josh Brolin and Jeremy Renner have reported that their characters Thanos and Hawkeye will be returning for Avengers 4. In this edition of Casting Call, Tegan Croft is reportedly signed on to play the Raven character in the upcoming live-action Teen Titans project. Jessica Chastain has been reported to be playing the alien Empress Lilandra in the upcoming X-Men Dark Phoenix property. Hellboy Rise of the Blood Queen has cast its Professor Broom, and it will be none other than Ian McShane. And finally, for Casting Call, it is reported that Dave Batista is in talks to play Eternal Warrior in the Valiant Filmverse. The last couple of stories I've got for you guys today are mostly just rumors and or fanfare, but they're pretty cool, so I really wanted to talk about them. And the first of those is, will Jeff Bridges return as the Ironmonger in a possible Iron Man 4? Now, at this point, it is still unclear whether or not an Iron Man 4 will even happen, and if it does happen, if Robert Downey Jr. is even going to be attached to that property. But rumors have surfaced that Jeff Bridges' Obadiah Stane character may return if Iron Man 4 is made. This does kind of make sense, as in the original Iron Man script, Obadiah Stane was actually supposed to survive the events of that film and escape. Though when filming that final scene, Bridges did notice a change in the script. When he inquired about the change, he was told by Marvel, "No, you're dead." But it was added, "Well, this is comics. Maybe you'll come back." So it does appear that producers are open to a possible return by the Obadiah Stane character. Personally speaking, I do think that Jeff Bridges would be a welcome addition to a fourth installment to the Iron Man franchise. To be honest, his Obadiah character is probably one of my favorite MCU villains so far. We'll just have to sit on this one for now, but it would be really cool to see Jeff Bridges return in a possible Iron Man 4 for sure. And the final thing I've got to talk to you guys about today is it seems that Alan Ritchson has taken to social media to campaign for the Shazam role, and it certainly seems that he's got a fair share of fan support at the moment. Ritchson is no stranger to DC characters, having played Arthur Curry in the Smallville series. He's most likely best known for his roles in The Hunger Games: Catching Fire and Blue Mountain State. I personally am on board for this. I think Ritchson definitely has the physique for the character, and I personally believe that he's got enough goofball characteristics to play kind of the boy in a man's body type of character, which would be required to play the Shazam character, as his alter ego is a child. So yeah, personally speaking, I am totally on board for this. So hey, DC and Warner Brothers, make it happen. And if you guys ever want to stay on top of November news, you can always follow our November CR Facebook page, where we post lots of cool articles on all sorts of geek-related topics throughout the week. And as usual, you guys can find links in the description on all the topics I covered today. So that's all I've got for you guys today. As usual, I hope you found my video entertaining, if not at the very least informative. And like I always say, kids, if you're doing it right, you're not getting older, you're just getting better. I'll catch you guys around.